First thing that we're going to do is we're going to graph our x and our y terms. So we just have we're going to factor this immediately. So we have our x is second with our 24x. So we just have x to the second and 6 times 4 equals 24. So we have 6x and we have to complete the square, but we don't know what that is yet. So then we have to gather our y terms, but we're going to factor this immediately. For little 18 equals 0. So we have 6 and y to the second. 6 times 12 equals -2. Or 6 times -2 equals -12. And our little square, but we don't know what that is yet. So we to find the square, we take half of this. So 6 divided, 3. So we have 3 times 2. Half of 6 is 3. So 3 squared is 9. Squared is 9. So that's our square. Half of -2 is 1. So 1 times -1. -1 times -1 is 1. So we have 4x to the second plus 6x plus 9 and 6y to the second plus -2y plus 1 plus 18 equals 0. So after this, what we have to do is we're going to just figure out these. So 4 times 9 equals 36. 6 times 1 equals 6. So we have now 4x to the second plus 6x and 6y to the second plus -2y plus 18. 36 plus 6 equals 42. So we're just going to hop right into this and skip ahead a little bit. So 42 minus 18 equals 24. So our next thing is going to equal 24. So now that we have all of that, we are able to factor these. So we have 4, then we're going to put x plus 3 to the second, 4x to the second, with our 12, and that's all going to factor out to our original 4x to the second plus 6x. And our 6, we know y, we're going to add to the second, so we have our y to the second. And 6, -2y times 6 is going to be our -2 equals 24. So now actually, I did the wrong thing. We're actually doing our square, not this little guy. So this is going to be 1. So now that we have that, we're going to be able to put it into our little spots. So we have 24 divided by 4 equals 6. So we have 6x plus 3 to the second over 6 plus y plus 1 to the second over 4. So now that we have that, we know that our vertex is going to be -3. And this is actually supposed to be a -1 because -1 squared is 1. So that's going to be a 1. So our vertex is -3 and 1. And we know that our denominators were 6 and 4. So 6, the square root of 6 is actually 2.445, but we're going to just round that to 2.45, which is just before the 6.5. And we're going to find the square root of 4 is 2, so our y and our x. So we have, we're going to make a little graph. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Half, 1, half, 1, half, 1, half, 1, half, 1. Okay. So we know our vertex is negative 1, 2, 3, and 1. So right here. So our little advancement, x is going to be about 2 and just below a half. So 1, 2 here, 1, 2 just right there. And our little advancements are actually going to be, or y, 1, 2, and 1, 2. And there is our vertex.